we have Rume now. Hi, Rume. Good afternoon. Happy holidays to you.
Good afternoon, Ini. Nice
Yeah,
to be here.
great. So, why is the market green? Do you know?
Exactly, the market is green because the space expect uh, Donald Trump, the U.S. president, to fire the Fed chair, Jerome Powell. Thinking that Jerome Powell is the real problem as against what is happening in the global economy, most especially with the tariff. Someone has to just bear the burn of the brunt of the whole thing. The tariff is the problem, but it's looking like it's shifting to Jerome Powell, more or less like what happened to Gary Gensler the other time. And at the end of the day, figure out that immediately Gary Gensler was kicked out. President himself launched the Bitcoin, and as well as his wife and a couple of other persons. So the market is excited, thinking that Jerome Powell is a problem, but not knowing that it's a problem that is going to be for a while now. I'm not optimistic for the short term, but long term, very, very optimistic because the tariff challenges, it's not something that just come in a month or two, it's gone. It's going to linger for a while because we're already seeing reprisal from China, the Chinese government actually saying that they're not going to buy aircraft from the US, and also it's figured out today that also LNG not from the US anymore, and a couple of other things. And China is even advising some other countries not to give in to the sanctions of the United States. So all of these are what is playing out, and it also has its own role to play in the crypto market. So let's see what happens. The fact that I made that statement in the weekend, the market is happy today, but I think this is just a dead cat bounce, right? That's what we call it in the crypto space. It's not sustainable. We might start seeing some downside. A couple of markets are closed because of the holiday, or maybe when it resumes tomorrow, it's going to play in.
Yeah, Ruben, that was getting excited that perhaps the new normal has set in and investors are settling into that because while President Trump was awaiting negotiation from China, China, I mean, obviously said they are not interested in that, but we see both countries creating new paths and partners, of trade. So perhaps that could give a bit of reprieve to the markets, all markets and investors, saying that perhaps there's a new normal. Can we just move on with this new normal? That should bring a bit of certainty, isn't it?
So the crypto market is forward thinking. And in issues like this, it's already looking at what is going to happen. A couple of persons have the mindset that the US is going to cut rates. Some persons are actually speculating about three cuts this year, which I don't think is possible. You see what is happening in Europe. I think the truth is that the US economy is not at the best now, which also affects the world economy. And how it plays into crypto, funny enough, is the fact that we now have institutional investors, Wall Street guys buying into crypto, hedge fund managers getting into crypto. So, for example, we're now longer seeing the usual idea of ETFs flows. That's one of my telltale signals, right? If ETFs are not coming the way they ought to, it only means that the market is actually waiting. So we're in a wait and see period exactly in the market, and no one wants to try and see what comes out because we saw what happened in a few weeks and days past, and I don't think it's going to get better. This is just a short term. Peradventure, we might just see the market go to like a 91, but I think what is going to happen subsequently is a downside and not an upward trend. But at the end of the whole front and back with this tariff thing, when a lot of alignment and realignment, like you said, have actually happened, we're going to see the US dollar actually is losing value about today somewhat because of the tension, all of these that is going on. So maybe a couple of persons could see the Bitcoin as an alternative. So we heard last week that some countries are already pricing certain transactions in Bitcoin. Russia or China doing all of that, it only suggests that an attention is coming to the market. That could also give us a breather as time goes on.
All right, Rume, but it does seem like more investors are going the way of gold. We see gold surging. But thank you so much, Rume, for that.
Thank you very much, Amy.